Hello, Scorpio. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead. How you doing, Scorpio? Thank you so much for clicking here. Got some oracle decks we're going to use for the overall feel for what's going on next week. Now, next week is also, I think at the end of the week, is going to be the Lionsgate portal. So there is a lot of things going on, right? It's a time for abundance and power. You know, eights are infinity, right? Abundance and power. It's a great time for manifestations and rituals and cleaning out old wounds, activating your soul gifts, all kinds of cool stuff. It's a cosmic alignment, and so that's when the Earth, this Sirius star system, and the Orion's belt all line up together. So it's like a good, really good intention setting time. So I'm going to be reading for the week ahead here. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Thanks for stopping in here. If you're brand new, I hope you'll stay and join this tribe. We have a beautiful Scorpio tribe here. And if you would hit that thumbs up button, that would be lovely. Thanks for stopping in here. If you're the ride or die, if you always come back, I appreciate you. At the end of this video, I'm going to talk about how you can get a private read if you're interested in that, and how you can get the extended if you're interested in that. Let's find out what's going on with Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Scorpio for the week ahead. We have Ascending the Mountain, Scorpio. Keep going forward. Okay, so by this point, you've been on some sort of adventure or a path for a while, but I think that it is about time for the climb, for the ascension. And we could be talking about the portal that could be sending you off to the ascension. Now, climbing mountains is always hard work though, right? And I feel like you should keep moving forward, keep pressing forward toward whatever your destiny is or whatever you have planned. It feels like somebody here has something planned, and you know that you're going to have to put a really big push towards something coming up in the near future, possibly the week ahead for some of you. It says here that this is a time of resting. So as I'm reading these cards, it is sort of midweek, or maybe closer to the end of the week, before the week ahead. It feels like this weekend is a time for you to rest or relax, or maybe whenever you get this, today, tomorrow, or next year. It could be when it resonates for you. But lie back, rest, and relax. Watching clouds. It's time for you. It's like the calm before the storm, my friend. Yeah, look at that. Action. The sunflower is action. So it's the moment in time before you take action on whatever it is that you're going to do. Let's find out what else is going on here. We got card 34, which is a 7, and 7s are always about heaven, about divine intervention. For me, it's like somebody's watching you. Right? It looks like an eye. And so it feels like you, the universe has their eye on you as you are ascending the mountain, or deciding it's time to make the final push to get to the peak here. One more card. Tell me about Scorpio. We've got trust. So trust that you can do this. Trust the self. It says, I accept that my inner voice it will always guide me correctly. And I think you're going to need your intuition to guide you through the next leg of the race. And so I know that you're connected to your intuition. Most of you are. And if you are here, it's because you're connected to your intuition. We've got Ascending the Mountain. Trust the self, okay? Trust the actions you're about to take. Because I feel like right now is the calm before the storm, the rest or the relaxation period. But it feels like you are about to have a burst of energy. It's like that's what this sunflower looks like. It looks like a burst of energy. And don't forget that sunflowers always face the sun, right? So something is coming up that's going to be like a breakthrough, or something you're going to realize or see. And then you're going to decide, okay, well, now it's time for me to start climbing the mountain. And it can be a little arduous to climb the mountain, but I think you're supposed to trust your intuition. Something here, an opportunity that you've been looking for a while, is about to show up. For some of you, it could be love. It shows up possibly in the most disruptive way. This is the Tower in this deck. So it looks like it could feel like a little bit of lack. Climbing the mountain could be hard. But I feel like when you do take action, for some of you, it could be love or love of self. Of course, this is card number 8. And we're looking at 8/8 is when the portal opens, right? The Lionsgate portal. If you want to know more about that, see your nearest astrologer, or do some reading online. So we have the key, which is opportunity. So it says keys open doors, and we've got the rainbow, which is hope. So I think this is something that you hope is going to work out, but I don't think you really have to hope much, although hope is good. I mean, I'm in the business of hope. So I think you're using your intuition to navigate this. It feels like there is an opportunity showing up here. For some of you, it could be romantic. For some of you, it doesn't have to be. It says adversity. It says, I accept the challenges are the best way to learn. Well, if that isn't a challenge, I don't know what it is, right? It's ascending the mountain, and mountain climbing is really hard, but it says to keep going forward, keep pressing forward here. Let's find out what else is going on. Let's look at some tarot, get some details for you. I've got a new deck. I'm going to share a new deck with you here. And I usually, if you've been here before, you know that when I get a new deck, I use the hell out of it. So I'm going to be using it all week. It is the Marchetti Tarot. Not sure how he says it, Marchetti. But I just love Marchetti. It's my favorite illustrator. I love the decks. These cards are just absolutely beautiful. So that's what we're going to be using this week. Let's find out what's going on for you. Tell me about Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Scorpio. Tell me about Scorpio. We've got the Five of Swords. Interesting. So fighting the self a little bit, fighting yourself in the mind. We've got the King of Cups here, taking action. And we've got the King of Wands. So this is action. This is action. We've got the King of Cups, and we've got trusting the intuition. Bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. Very interesting. So this is destiny. You might be feeling, if you are the person who is connecting with this reading at this point, I feel like you are somebody who is about to take a really big step into the sunlight, like under the sun. Have a breakthrough, or possibly like where everybody's going to see you climbing the mountain. It feels like you feel some type of way about that because the Five of Swords is here. It's like you're fighting yourself in the mind. It feels like all the intrusive thoughts are coming at you, that you feel like as you've been out on the path for a while here, and it feels like the hardest part is about to show up, and I feel like you're feeling some kind of way about that. But this is what we've got here. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. It's a beautiful card too. We've got the Wheel of Fortune here. And so the Wheel of Fortune is saying, look, it's destiny. It's time for you to shed your old skin, right? Shed your skin. This is the new stuff. What song is that? It's Sledgehammer. Yeah, I'm just quoting a song just off the top of my head. So Sledgehammer. Yeah, that's the name of that song. It's time for you this is the new stuff. You go dancing in. That's what he says. You go dancing in. So it's a good song. Take a listen. It feels like that you're going to be crushing rock here with a sledgehammer. But I feel like there's a little bit of doubt. I feel like the Five of Swords is telling me that you're arguing with the self. That's a really beautiful card too, to show you that you're arguing with the self here. We've got the three swords that are pointing in the air. Of course, they're talons, but we've got the three swords in the air, and we've got the one sword pointing down. It's almost as if you don't really have a solution just yet. It's like maybe you've got cloudy thoughts, or maybe you've got your thoughts are clouded with these intrusive thoughts, like I don't know if I can climb the mountain. It looks like it's something. I don't know what this thing is here. Let's take a look. Tell me what is going on here. What is this hardship here of climbing the mountain? Tell me about Scorpio. We've got the Five of Wands. Ooh, the sun is here. Beautiful. Yeah, I was showing you before. The sun is a really beautiful card. Yeah, so the sun is here. I like it. So the thing is I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles here and the sun here, I think your realization or your breakthrough for the week ahead is you realize you've just got to go slow. You've got to keep moving. So please, if you're on some sort of path that feels really tough right now, Scorpio, whatever that is for you, please know that please just keep going, even though if you have to slow down, because that's what the Knight would do. The Knight would slow down, so I have time to read the map, I have time to look at the goal, I have time to change my path or recalculate, right? Reassess the situation. So don't stop, but keep moving, even if it's just slow, tiny, plotted movement toward whatever it is, because ascending the mountain feels like it's going to be hard work. The sun is here, and so I feel like you have all the details that you need, and you're having a breakthrough, a realization that you do have clarity about what the task at hand is here. It feels like there's an opportunity that you're moving towards slowly, and I feel like it's good. Now, the Five of Wands tells me that there is there is indecision here, that you're sort of fighting the sun. Like, I feel like you're having the breakthrough, and the breakthrough seems to be coming through slowly, like in bits and pieces, but the sun is getting louder or brighter, right? This kind of looks like the sun to me. Excuse me. And you know that it's time to hit the hardest part of the journey, but it feels like something is going to show up and change quickly that is going to allow you to continue to move without stopping. That's what it feels like. We've got 2 5s here, and for me, when more than 1 5 shows up in a reading, it's because something's about to change quickly, and there's the third one. So 5 5 5. Something is about to change quickly for you, and it's being orchestrated by the universe. Card number 34 is a 7, and to me, that's 7s are always about heaven. It's about the universe sort of looking in on you. It's divine intervention. So I think for some of you that you might be experiencing adversity at this time, but I feel like you're up for the challenge. I'm just going to say, Scorpio is never not up for the challenge. You're always up for a challenge. Let's find out what else is going on here for Scorpio. Tell me about Scorpio. Got the King of Cups. Now, the thing is, Scorpio, King of Cups is you. That's your energy. That's Scorpio energy. Of course, Pisces and Cancer, because we're in a general reading right now. But this is you being solid in the storm. No matter what's going on around you, I feel like it's solid in the storm. For some of you, you are slowly inching closer towards some sort of really deep connection with somebody. It could be romantic for some of you. I'm just saying because there's 2 cups on this King of Cups card here, and it does feel like it could be something that you haven't shown somebody your feelings, but it feels like you have feelings. The 2 cups are sort of under the water or underneath the king, so it feels like it feels like energy that is sort of you're keeping hidden possibly at this time. It doesn't have to be romantic for all of you. You're about to take action on something though, and I think that it feels almost like a little bit of excitement or anxiety because the King of Wands is here. You're about to take action on something here to move forward, and it feels like, oh yeah, there we go, the Chariot. So it feels like you're about to make a really big move. Oh yeah, this horse in the background. Oh, we got the 2 horses in the background. That's really beautiful. Oh, the 2 horses up there in the background here. Yeah, I think you're ready. It feels like you are ready to bring something to the surface that has been submerged. Whatever that might mean to you. We've got the 3 of Pentacles and we've got the 8 of Pentacles. So it does feel like there is some sort of foundation that you've been building or a plan that you've been making behind the scenes. And that sort of sounds like Scorpio energy because you're quite strategic. You do it quietly. I'm just going to make the plan. I'm going to work on this thing really hard. The 8 of Pentacles is here. And so it feels like you are either working on you at this time or building yourself, pentacle by pentacle, like your stability, your confidence, your finances. It feels like you're really being blessed by the universe, though. It feels like your eyes are open, and I feel like you're ready to take some sort of action on something here because the King of Wands is here, but it also feels like right now, maybe you're building your confidence emotionally. To show yourself on the surface because you're an expert at keeping everything under the surface. And look, Chariot is here. Cancer's right next to you. Cancer does it as well. So I feel like you are ready to bring something to the surface. Something is going to, that was submerged is going to come to the surface here. And it feels as though you're ready to put the hard work in on something. But 8s, right? We've got the portal coming up. And so we've got an 8 that just showed up here. It feels like there is this something here might happen, around the weekend possibly. It feels like you've been putting hard work into yourself or something else. And something is about to take off because the Chariot is here. You're about to put action. Action is here and action is with this king. It says here you're going to start trusting your intuition. You're going to trust your inner voice, and that will always guide you correctly. So wherever you're going in the Chariot, it could be a distance, it could be a trip, it could be that, it feels like you've been building towards something, is what it feels like. The momentum has been building here. Tell me about the King of Wands. We have the 2 of Cups. No, sorry, the 3 of Cups. We have the Moon energy. And we have the King of Swords. Interesting energy. So it does look like here that you are planning on possibly going out somewhere to be social, going to a celebration, could be a wedding or someplace that you would celebrate with friends and family. It could also be a dinner. It feels like the celebration part of it here is like you're going to be reunited with people that you haven't seen possibly in a little bit, but it feels like that's the place where you will be taking action. So it feels like you'll be taking action at the social celebration or during the reunion. Some of you are taking action, putting things in place, building up in the underneath the surface because you want to maybe invite someone on a date, ask them if they want to be your plus one at a wedding. Could be something like that. But the King of Swords is here with the moon energy. It feels like there is a truth that needs to come to the surface that has been submerged. And your intuition is telling you that now is the time, the best time to do that thing because the rainbow is here. And everything good is at the end of the rainbow, right? And you might be seeing rainbows. That might actually be the moment where you say, okay, it's go time. It feels like you are pursuing something of the heart space, but you're doing it in a very intellectual way, Scorpio. And that's just sort of the beautiful mixture of Scorpio right there. Is like you are highly intelligent and you do it in a very slow and strategic way, thinking about all the details, and then when you're ready to go, you just take charge and you do it. So I feel like that's the point we're coming to. It's like the crescendo, right? We're coming to this place where the momentum has been building and all of a sudden here it is. So it feels like the King of Wands is the one taking action because all of the details we've gone over all the details. I've been honest with myself. I've checked in with my intuition, but I'm still scared as hell. Like it feels like the moon energy is a little bit of overwhelming energy. It feels like this overwhelming energy of I really don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to do it anyway. So it does feel like right now as I throw these cards, this is the calm before the storm is what it feels like. So I'm going to put down 3 cards here. We're going to go into the extension from here, and we're going to talk about this. If you want to go into the extension with us, please look in the pinned comment, and there are 2 links there. One, if you want to just purchase this extension straight out, you can just do that if you don't wish to come into the membership area. If you want to come into the membership area, then please do that. I do all the extensions and put them there. Plus there's other things going on. We're almost we're at a threshold where we're going to be celebrating soon, so we're going to be doing a live pretty soon, and we're going to be giving away some readings there. So let's find out what's going on. Let's find out what's going on here in the future. This is advice here. We've got the 7 of Pentacles, we've got the 9 of Wands, and we've got the 9 of Coins. So it looks like this energy is asking you to be confident, even though you know that there is a possibility of something going wrong and you have been hurt before. I feel like you're being asked to be resilient and be confident because you've put in all the hard work, you've made all the plans, and you've done all the transforming. You've worked really hard on your transformation. There's a B up here, and you've put in a lot of the hard work, and I feel like something is about to. It feels like I'm just seeing in my mind's eye. I was looking at the news today, and it told me on YouTube that there was I think somewhere there is a volcano that erupted. So I'm looking in my mind's eye at that volcano erupting. It feels like the pressure's been building for a while, and now it's about time for something to come out the top. So we're gonna go to the extended, and we're going to clarify all of this and find out what's going on. What is going to be the big deal about ascending the mountain? Because it feels like it's been something that's been a hard climb for you, and so I feel like you're finally going to be at the top of the mountain where the sun is going to come out, and you're going to be able to see everything from here, and how to take action. You're being very strategic about how to take that action because of the Pentacles and the King of Cups here. And we'll talk about the action that you're going to take. We'll get a little bit more clarity here. We will clarify all of this. How can you be confident even though you've been hurt before? After putting in a lot of hard work, I feel like you've had your heart broken, or you feel like you're the one that always has to be resilient. I think that you have something different with you now, though, which is confidence. So we do have the 6 of Pentacles. You're going to end up with reciprocal energy here with the Ace of Wands. If you decide to take the door, if you decide to go on the exciting path. You're going to get reciprocal energy if this is a relationship reading at all. We'll find out in the extended. Let's get there. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I'm always back, of course. And yeah, see you there if you're in the extended. Bye-bye.